So, Stardews just contacted me. That's why there was a cut, and he'll be back. Later, his computer just all of a sudden wanted to shut down. Um, so I'm so well. I'm talking to myself right now. Let's go into the Google and look up um dead card games. Dead card games. Uh, Definition of no. Not The Walking Dead. This is actually harder than it looks. Um, mm, uh, Alright. I know Chaotic was one of them. As we said, Chaotic was a very popular TV show when it came out. I mean, you were able to take form of your favorite monster from that game and use his abilities, use the attacks, and you could actually travel into their world and gather well more stuff. And that was different from other stuff. Um Let me see. I'm actually looking through all these. These are all dead card games, um, but dead series. And I'm pretty sure some of you don't know of these. Maybe some of you, if you ever saw them. This was called Monsuno. It was another thing, kind of like Pokemon. Another one was I personally enjoyed and saw both seasons of it. It was called Huntek. Uh, Pretty interesting. It taught you about history. Um, and a few other things. You collected creatures with amulets, and it had a deeper plot. Season 3 was never released, so the continuation and the main villain, the main source of the villains for the series was never ever revealed. Another thing was Magi Nation. Uh, I don't remember if this was a card game, but I do remember it was a. I don't know if it was a very popular series, but Magi Nation was kind of like the your average anime that had been coming out. Your travel to a different universe, different world kind of thing. You travel to a different world and you either got magic or did some other stuff. Um, and what this one allowed you to do was gather. I think you could only have one or more than one. I'm not sure, but there were monsters that could actually talk to you, and it was.
I'm back.
Oh, sup? I just been talking. I did cut the video. I did cut the video, so that's why there's a cut. But I've been. I couldn't find the list where I found the dead card games, but
Mm-hmm.
I was talking about dead series that could have been card games or other kind of stuff. Like Chaotic was a great series. I mean, who didn't love becoming their favorite character from their game in real life? And you could get custom cards that you could only get in their worlds. And I don't know if you ever heard of this one. It was a series called Magi Nation.
That sounds familiar.
Um, well, this kid, he was supposed to be like the chosen one, like every other world anime. I don't think this was an anime. I think this was U.S. produced or a cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so you went to another world and you collected amulets from these creatures. You would fight them kind of like in Pokemon, but then you would be able to attach items to it so it could do special stuff or upgrade. Like there was a special upgrade that allowed you to add wings to your creature. But the thing is, your monsters had their own personality and everything, so they could refuse you.
That's
And
kind of like did to not Charmeleon did to Ash in the series. Charmeleon didn't want to listen.
yeah, and one of the things, this one of the guys is actually like one of the monsters is kind of like a tsundere, and he doesn't show his emotion that much, so that's why. And he hates heights. And the thing is, he's the only one capable of carrying all of them, all three main characters, in using the fly item that attaches wings. But his main colors, his color scheme is red. His main fur is blue and then white. But then because he's hates heights, he goes from those colors to green.
He's gonna have to become a happy flies.
Yeah. And another, these are old series, and not, this one is actually an anime, but these series like Magi Nation showed up on Cartoon Network, but I'm not sure many people saw them as a kid.
At all.
Yeah, because some of these series were either taken off because they weren't that popular.
Also, Bakan was also on Cartoon Network.
Yeah, but that got big, and then I don't know, kids went crazy over marbles.
Duel Master, I think, was on the same channel when Yu-Gi-Oh was out. On that what it was called. It's like the Warner Brothers sign. It's also where they had the Batman, that show, if you guys remember. Not the original old Batman one.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It was where the Digimon first was airing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why Digimon wasn't very popular.
Disney had Jetix back in the day, before they had Disney XD.
And Jetix was actually good because it actually gave you the good series, and actually give you like Digimon. I don't know if they gave you Pokemon, but I know they gave you like other good series throughout the midday.
Monkey Force Go, Power Rangers,
Yes.
the Tick.
Too bad they never released season 3.
Yeah. They had the Tick on it, I think was on there. They had, what else was on there? Yin Yang Yo.
Yes.
Their brother and sister. And that's all that I can remember. They had more, but I just...
They had other series, but not many people remember them. Either they were very popular, or they eventually started getting removed because it was starting to become Disney XD.
Yeah. Even Disney XD is really old now.
Yeah, I know at one point they showed like old cartoons because I saw the 90s Spider-Man. The late 90s Spider-Man, where Spider-Man looked like super buff. It was pretty good. It was pretty good concept. It was interesting.
Yeah, the one I'm talking where Yu-Gi-Oh came on, and also where they had others, was... Oh, it's something with Warner Brothers on it. I'm trying to think of two anime, but I'm like, no, that's anime. I was like, there's a difference. I don't know what it's called. You can search it up just because I'm curious.
I don't know if you... This is another series. I'm not sure if you saw it, but it was called Spider Riders. It's literally what it sounds. You rode spiders.
What was it?
So it was of course, it was actually this series is action anime, and it came from the The main concept was from the theory that the Earth was hollow inside, and that there's actually a world in the middle of Earth, and the world is called Arcana, and a human from our world, came down to theirs and became like the last spider rider, and you once you meet your partner, you make a connection with your weird amulet thing that you have attached to your arm, and you literally, I think you can never take it off until it allows you to, or something like that. Good thing it doesn't suck your life out, because that would suck.
Yeah.
And you would ride your spider into combat. It's kind of like Dragon Knights,
Yeah.
but with spiders. That's literally the thing. It was actually pretty good, though. For 26 season 2, 19 episodes, it was a pretty good series. I think it was an anime. Oh yeah, it was an anime. It was released in TV Tokyo.
TV Tokyo. Damn.
Monsuno is another dead game. Well, it's not a dead card game, but it is a dead game. Even though it was not recent, but it was from 2012 to 2014. Yeah. The main concept of it, if people don't know it, this was also released in TV Tokyo? Is this another anime? So what you did is you had a sphere, you had a monster inside it.
Okay, I know what it is now. It was Kids
You spend
W.
it.
That
Kids
was the
W?
thing where they had, yeah, that was the thing.
I don't think I had any of those channels except for Jetix. And I liked what they had in the mornings. Like, they had Toon Disney, and then they went to Jetix. That was pretty interesting.
The Anime, Pinky and Brainy, Jackie Chan Adventures, Batman Beyond, Tiny Toon Adventures, Static Shock, Exalo Showdown. They had the Slimster and Tweety, Teen Titans was on it. Detention animated series, Mucho Lucho, Men in Black series, What's New Scooby Doo, Looney Tunes Unleashed. I think I remember that.
Yeah.
Shaggy and Scooby, the Heister, Earthworm Jim, Road Rovers, Ozzy and Drix, the New Batman, Coconut Fried Fruit Salad. What? And then they had Way Head Legend of Superheroes. Oh wait, I remember that. Wow, okay. Max Steel, The Nightmare Room, Pinky, Alma, and the Brain. They have Cubics. Oh yeah, Cubics. I remember.
Cubics. I think I saw that one, but I'm not sure.
Spectacular Spider-Man, the Boom Crew, Crypto Superdog. I know Crypto. Mega. Oh wait, I think this is what you're talking about. Maggie Nation.
Yeah, I was.
They had Stunk Flu. I remember Stunk Flu. They had Monster Allergy. The Legend of Camera Jane. Channel OP3. Eon Kid. The Mummy. Oh wait, yeah, the Mummy. I remember that show. Rescue Heroes. Definitely that. Brats of Lost Nobel. World Quest. World of Quest. I think I remember that. Phantom Investigators. Spider Riders. Yep, they're Spider Riders. The Will and Dwight. Codename Kids Next Door. Baby Looney Tunes. Tizman and Megas XRL and Duck Dodgers. No. I know they also have Yu-Gi-Oh on here too. They have Yu-Gi-Oh on here. And let's see. The W Television Network from September 9th, 1995 to September 16, 2016. That's when they ended.
Yeah.
Again as CW from 2006 to 2008. And that's where it ended. Legends.
The thing is they had there's a lot of series that showed up in certain ones. Like there's this series I personally adore. It's called Huntix, Secrets and Seekers, and it was only released in Jetix, Nicktoons, a few years ago, and then Disney XD. But I haven't seen it on Disney XD, so I'm pretty sure that's false. It was an Italian series that was eventually dubbed, and you would get creatures from amulets, but these creatures would also have memories from their past masters, or they had history behind it. Like at one point, you could get the symbol of King Arthur's father, the Pendragon family. You could actually get that amulet and get Pendragon himself. And Quetzalcoatl, all these gods, they were all real. Like at one point, where the characters captured Thor's hammer and was able to summon Fenrir, a dragon from Norse mythology. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, good old-fashioned shows. The ones that will stay in our hearts forever. The Kid Next Door. When Cartoon Network was actually good.
I actually don't remember Kids Next Door.
You don't remember Kids Next Door?
I never saw it as a kid.
We'll watch it now. It's a good show. I liked it. Play back in the day. It's like Ben 10. Ben 10 was also another good show. Cartoon Network.
Oh, I forgot about this this card game. It was actually super recent. I think 2 years ago. It was called Battle Spirits. Like each deck you would use would take a point, and they would resemble a certain era of Japanese history.
Oh.
And it wasn't. I had no idea how the game was played, but it's kind of like that. Another one was the World of Warcraft card game.
Oh yeah, I remember.
That thing just died quickly.
Now another game. It's not a card game, but it's a game. It's Bakugan. Not Bakugan. I mean Beyblade.
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 It is. People still buy them sometimes, but still dead.
Yeah.
You don't see people talk about it. Barely any stores sell Beyblades anymore, and if you do find them, they were from the ones from a few years ago, not from the new series that came out, Beyblade Burst, but Beyblade something. I forgot. I forgot the name of the series. The original series was great. No doubt about it. It was a great series. I enjoyed it. I actually bought the GameCube game. That was pretty hard to actually use.
Did you play it?
I gave up after the test run, the practice match. I couldn't figure out how to spin the thing. So I was like, forget it, I give up. A dead card game that I had no idea was the Dragon Ball Z card game.
They still have those at the Dollar Tree.
And they actually stopped production from their other card game, from the original one, and made a new one. I think it uses the same concept, but it's just using new cards from Dragon Ball Super. This game was dead. They had it was kind of like how Wizards of the West Coast used to have Pokemon rights, but then it was transferred over to the Pokemon Company. That's kind of like that's what happened. It used to be one of
It's also
them.
like, huh?
It used to be a certain company, but then it was switched over to Panini that does the baseball cards. I have no idea why those things are popular.
Yeah, it's also like how Upper Deck too and Yu-Gi-Oh! Upper Deck used to make Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, but then Upper Deck secretly some of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards and packaged it their own way and sold it. So Konami found out, and then Konami started to sue Upper Deck, and then after that, Konami took over and they started doing their own production of their cards instead Upper Deck was doing it.
I don't think you ever saw this series. It was called. It's another card game. The series came out and then the card game. It was called Kaijudo.
Yeah, that sounds really familiar.
Really? It was never
Yeah.
released on main website. It was released on channel 101, and it was called The Hub.
Like, I think I've seen the cards that I got Walmart and stuff.
Oh, it was eventually transferred to Discovery Channel, but the main network was called Hub. It was when that's where you could watch Transformers Prime.
I think I remember that show. It was a new Transformers show that came out, animated series.
Yeah, it was great. I enjoyed that one. Yeah, but Kaijudo was kind of like the whole. It was kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh,
Mm-hmm.
having fire, darkness, water, light, and nature, or earth in this case. And well, I guess it wasn't like Yu-Gi-Oh because in this world only certain people could use it. You had to use like some freaking weird martial arts to summon your creatures in the series, and in the card game, well, it died out faster than I could ever buy any. That's how fast.
That's pretty fast. It's probably like Avatar, but mixed in with a card game.
Oh, the problem is people are so obsessed with this. A booster box, you can still find them pretty cheap, but people are trying to sell them for the original price they bought it for. But you're selling a dead card game that was barely even known.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to actually get money for that. If you sell a booster box of Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh, everyone knows about those. Those are well-known card games. You're definitely gonna get buyers.
Oh yeah.
That game that's dead, it might take a long, long time to find somebody.
Did you ever hear of Duel Masters?
I had some cards. I had the Game Boy game. It's fun.
Yeah.
And you can still buy the boxes at Walmart.
The Game Boy Game Boy Advance is actually like $4 on Walmart, and I'm surprised they have it. Now
Yeah,
people go break Walmart's website buying all these games.
no. Search Dual Master Booster Box at Walmart. You will actually find they actually have booster boxes.
Seriously?
Yes.
I'm surprised they still have all these old things. Usually you'll never find these things anymore. Now, another card game that died faster than it was supposed to, it actually died even before I think it died right after the final set came out. Or was there one more set before it died? It was called Redakai, another series from Cartoon Network.
Really, no. I have to see a picture to actually recognize it.
Oh, Redakai was a very unknown series. I didn't know it until it just showed up on the main series of. Let me see. I'll put this in chat. You could use. You could. It's kind. If it was taking the elements from chaotic, how you could use your. How you could transform into them. But then you could also use their abilities without transforming. And you could actually do combinations with certain attacks. It's on. I put the image on screenshots. Um, uh, you could do combinations. It wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
You could. It was. It wasn't like Yu-Gi-Oh where you can do a chained activation with different cards. This you could actually combine them into a new one.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty
Oh, yeah.
interesting.
I saw at Walmart. They used to sell it at Walmart.
I do not remember if you could actually do that combination in the actual card game. But I did see the series. It was pretty good.
It's weird, but that's cool. I remember seeing the cards actually in the toy aisle. It was like separate from where they keep Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon and all that.
And if people want to buy this, buy a booster box for almost $16. And anyone selling it over that price, well, go yell at them because they're selling a dead card game that no one ever played. People just spent their money, and I'm seeing this. People listed these things, but they're unopened for a reason. Oh, this game is going to be super popular. That's going to raise in price. No, it died. Poor people wasting monies on games they actually thought they would be popular. Now, if you did it on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon, then you cha-ching.
They have it. Wow. Let me look at it. Oh, they have also other stuff too.
The problem with Reddit is that some of the cards you wanted to get, you actually had to buy figures.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't like if the figures actually had a part in the game, like Bakugan, you buy the marbles to get the cards, you know. No, you would actually buy useless figures to get a good card.
You do a screenshot on your computer.
Not sure.
Well, I found some Japanese Duel Master packs at Walmart for $150. Online, they actually have Duel Master packs. It's Japanese. And they also have two. What was that? So, yep, they have a Duel Master card base set for 2-player starter deck for $15.99.
That's what I like about this. This person is doing it right, and he knows what he's doing. He's selling I have no idea what this means, a brand new Redakai Conquer the Kairu Championship set, 44X drives, and a key card for $14. So, for people thinking of buying dead card games, and don't do it at the same time I do, because prices are gonna rise when people get fishy. Like, I seen that if people buy something all at the same time of a certain game, the price is gonna skyrocket again. It skyrockets. Buddy Fight, every card is worth $1 or more, and they're pretty expensive cards. And another game I haven't heard of. So for anyone thinking of buying dead card games, try to buy a bundle, or try to reason with the person, because they're selling you a game that is dead. So you have to think you're buying a dead card game, because I'm buying it for your guys' entertainment, and then the one problem I'm gonna have is, what the heck am I gonna do with it? These things are literally plastic, so I can't get any fun out of them if I burn them. I mean, collect them for the rest of eternity. I don't burn books. That was a bad joke, but still, don't spend soup.
Burn books to a passion, you know, I'm joking.
Like this guy, he knows what he's doing. A tin, and I'm probably gonna buy the tin instead of a booster box for $4.99 with $3 shipping. That's still a good price. So people think of buying. And I recommend you go buy it on eBay. Even people say go buy it on Amazon. I dabbed.
I'm blushing.
Amazon has pretty good deals when it comes to certain stuff, but sometimes they're trying to sell it at the original price, and that's unfair. Paying $60 for a booster box of something dead is not worth it. And if you say, oh, the price is gonna, and if the seller says, oh, it's gonna come back, no, it's not. No.
That's why it's dead. That's why we're talking about, because it's dead.
At one point, the Yu-Gi-Oh anime was dead after 5Ds. It was quiet for a while. And then Zexal came out. And then Arc 5, that had a horrible ending. Arc V, Arc 5. I'm combining 5Ds. Oh wait, 5Ds was in it technically. I don't know. That anime had a lot of issues, but they're fixing it with the new one. Find any?
It's like tomato.
Did you find any more?
Nah. Well, there is actually more stuff for Walmart that you can buy for Duel Masters.
Oh, okay.
The fighting one.
That's the thing. Reddit
They even have
Dude, I'm looking at all these.
Oh my god! They even
say what?
They actually have a costume for Duel Masters. Halloween costumes. Duel Masters Battle of the Creatures used. They probably have a booster box.
I have been seeing this recommended for a very long time. Actually, another dead game from a popular series was... Well, wasn't it Capture Monsters, the game inside Yu-Gi-Oh?
This is in Dice Monsters?
Yeah, Dice Monsters.
That's the game that Duke Devlin came up with. That's actually a real game too. I played with it. I played with Andrew, Tomato Bell, and our sponsor guy Nike. Or
was it because remember the series where they were stuck inside with their grandpa and and Gramps had the Summon Skull? It was the game. I think it was after. I know it was after Battle City. I don't know what it was after that. It was a small little series they had. They went to a series where you could actually capture your monsters in these little cases, and then you would launch them out.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. They had dungeon dice and capture monsters. I think it was like that, where they would actually capture the monster like
Yeah,
Pokemon.
that I think I don't know if that game was became a reality, but if it did, it'd probably be dead because it would never beat the card game because that was the whole main series.
Well, actually, Dungeon Dice Monster became a game.
But were they
It did.
popular until today?
No, they stopped making those a long time ago. They don't make them anymore.
And then another one was for Pokemon. Whoa, the the figure game.
I had some of the figures, and I had some of the cards too for the figure game.
I don't know how expensive the figures are, but I know that it's dead. Even though they were thinking they brought it back with the app, but some things you just can't force them back. But I think I know what they were trying to do with that. They were trying to see if people would still enjoy playing it. And maybe they would bring it back.
Yeah,
But if
the only thing I feel like if they bring it back, it's gonna be hard to bring stuff
yeah, it's
back.
because it's expensive to make all these figures.
So like if they bring back Glugon, it's gonna be hard to kick off again. It's because, well, they might, because of the people who do remember it might start gaining them again.
Because what I could see for Bakugan, you couldn't bring back Dan. You can't bring him back. Don't force him back. Bring in a new character. Someone having a connection to him or being an influence on him.
Like what they have with the new Naruto series. How they have Naruto's kid as the main character, Baruto.
Yeah.
Do it like that. Maybe have like Dan is older, but he does no longer. He stops playing Bakugan. He stopped, but Drago is like still in the family, like like a friend.
Mm-hmm.
But then his son starts to play Bakugan, starts to get into it like what his dad did, and then Drago becomes like a new partner with his son.
Because
Basically.
people would still like seeing Dan, but forcing Dan back would be a bad decision. It's kind of like Ash. They would be milking him. I mean, they milked Ash so much his animation changed.
I like X and Y. I like that his animation. Sun and Moon, I do not like how he looks.
I didn't like ever since Pokemon Sinnoh League Victors. I stopped I did see actually people probably didn't know this, but Pokemon's on action anime from Japan. It's pretty funny that people don't know some of these things. Like I grew up with anime, even though I didn't know, and that was actually pretty interesting. But yeah, because people, I saw episode 1 and 2 of Pokemon Black and White 2 years before the main release, in English and in Japan. On YouTube too. It was pretty amazing. I saw those 2 episodes 2 years before. I think it was 2 years, but I know it was a pretty long period before the English came out.
I remember how hyped that was for Pokemon Black and White to come out.
I didn't like any of the starters. The only one I kind of liked was Samura.
I mean, Samrock's not bad either, but I just like Tepe because Imbor looks freaking amazing.
Yeah.
And well, of course, everyone likes fire and fighting because of, let's say, Blaziken.
Yeah.
Black and White
Everyone
wasn't bad.
in that's the thing. When Heart Gold Silver came out, everyone chose Typhlosion. Everyone forgot Chikorita, was it? And then
Yeah,
Totodile.
Totodile and Chikorita.
That's the thing. Totodile is my favorite. I don't really like Typhlosion that much.
Choosing the fire types. I like choosing fire types.
Totodile was my
Okay,
favorite.
this is how it happened. My very first game, I chose Charizard because Charizard's my favorite. Then I got my hands on Pokemon Platinum, and I chose Chimchar. I like choosing fire types because I like fire type Pokemon. Then after that, I got Diamond. Well, since I already had one version of the game, I decided, okay, it's kind of bad if I chose the same starter, so I chose Empoleon. And then when I think Black and White came out, I chose Tipig. And then later on, I didn't get Black and White 2 because I kind of skipped that part. I got it later on. But then X and Y came out. I got, of course, This is the thing. I did not like how Death Fox looked. The fire type in
Nope.
X and Y, I did not like how it looked. I'm like, it's not appealing. But Greninja was. I love Greninja.
Yeah.
Greninja was awesome. So I chose Greninja instead. And of course, I know in X and Y you get to choose the original Kanto Star, so I chose Charizard because, why not? Charizard's my favorite. And then when Omega Ruby and After Sapphire was released, I got a Blaziken because that special event that happened when you get X and Y early, you get Torchic. Like it was the first event that you get. So I'm like, oh, I already have a Blaziken, so why would I want to train another one? So I decided to go with Mega Swampert because I mean I do like Blaziken too, but Swampert was pretty cool, and since I already had a Blaziken, I just went with Swampert. And then with this newer game, Sun and Moon, I chose Litten because I thought Litten was pretty cool. Now, when I get Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, my second type I'm going to choose, since I already have Litten, I won't pick the same starter again. I like picking one star. I don't like getting the same one over again, except if it's Charizard. That's the exception. Charizard was the exception. But I'm going to go, when I get Ultra Moon, I'm going to get the Rowlet. I'm going to get the Grass type, because I do like his final form.
Because throughout Pokemon, the starters changed. I mean, for the original three, I liked all the original three, but Charmander was just because he was a bit stronger in the end. I chose him. For the second game, Chikorita was kind of forgotten. Kind of like Bulbasaur. I don't know if people used it a lot, but I know Typhlosion main, it was kind of like Charmander. And Totodile, I loved him. But then Hoenn came out. All three of them. I think the most appealings were Trico and Mudkip, and then Torchic. I think it was that order, but they were all cool in their final evolution. It didn't matter who you chose; they were all amazing.
Yeah, I kind of like them all. Really like Sceptile that much. Like I can care less about Trico. I mostly like Swampert and Blaziken.
Oh, but
Those
I
are like
like
my
it
favorite.
because he can use. I think it was Dragon Blade or Leaf Blade. And I remember that scene in the anime. It was amazing. His spikes side of his arm just turned into a giant green blade, and he went cutting through everything. It's pretty cool. When I saw that, I was like, "You're cutting my food." But and then
You know.
Sinnoh, all three of them were amazing. It was so hard to choose from Chimchar, Piplup, or Turtwig.
I didn't choose Tortwig. My Platinum, I got Fernape because he was a beast and I loved him. And when I got Diamond, I went with Apollyon because I thought Apollyon was pretty awesome.
Oh, dude, you missed out. Torterra was amazing.
No, imagine the Sinnoh starters, like if they ever do the remake, and if they ever, because I know with Sun and Moon they stopped doing Mega Evolutions, and the company said, "Oh, now we're gonna stop focusing on Mega. We're gonna do more like on Z moves." I was thinking if they ever thought about going back to Mega Evolutions, give the Sinnoh starters some Mega Evolutions, like how they did with Swampert and Blaziken and Subtile. Do Mega
Yeah.
Evolutions for Fernape, Napoleon, and Torterra. That would be great.
I mean,
I would love to see those
we
Mega
already have
Evolutions.
a primal version of Dialga. There's no doubt. Everyone knows it if you have played Mystery Dungeon or you have seen theories on Pokemon. There, everyone knows of the primal Dialga. But um,
I have to give a primal form to Palkia and Giratina then.
yeah, it's just I would like to see Megas or Primal evolutions for Ho-Oh and Lugia as well.
The primal that would be sick.
Because
I would
I
love
I
that.
get it, Z moves were pretty cool, but the Mega evolutions just gave them a new form, and that was cool. You seeing them transform into this cool, amazing form was amazing, and that's what I liked.
Was amazing. I
The
love
Mega
I love
evolution, the
primal
new
Kyogre and
transformation.
Dragon. I have shiny forms.
I don't remember why people hated Mega Rayquaza for some reason. I mean,
He
Mega
looks
Rayquaza.
pretty cool.
I know, and the thing is, out of Groudon and Kyogre, he was the only one you didn't have to have him attached with a Mega Evolution Stone. He ate his stone. If you could do that in the game, have like an option, shove stone down throat, I would have done it to all of them.
But it kind of sucks for me because I'm a person that likes to go for nature, and I kind of messed up on my Rayquaza. Because I think the part where you have to save is like right before you enter the tower and go upstairs, up the thing where you can get Mega Rayquaza. I think you have to save like really early. But I did not know that because this is my first time playing that game. So
What I didn't know was
yeah,
I forgot about the Master Ball.
hold on, I don't care.
I forgot about the Master Ball, so when I went to battle Deoxys, I kept killing him, so I had to go back and at one point I forgot to save after I captured Rayquaza,
Yeah.
so I had to do that battle 5 times.
But to me, what was fun is that since I knew Omega Ruben Alpha Sapphire had lots of legendaries you can catch after you finish the game, I'm like, okay, this is my new goal. I'm gonna catch every single legendary in the Pokeball. Almost all. I'm just missing some like Palkia, Regigigas, Regice, Regirock, and all the some others. I think I caught almost all of them. I caught almost all of them in Pokeballs. I just used Pokeballs. I told myself I'm gonna be a pro, catch legendaries in Pokeballs. I'm not gonna use Ultra Balls. I'm not gonna use Great Balls. I'm not gonna use any other ball except Pokeballs. I was going for it since I'm a competitive person. I was going for the right nature. So after I would catch them in the Pokeball, I would check their nature. If their nature wasn't the nature I wanted, I reset it over and had to redo the whole battle and catch them in the Pokeball again, like 7 or 5 times over, just to get the right nature.
Oh, dude, I was about to spend $11 on one thing from Reddit kind that only had a stupid box and one card. I was about to fall for the whole trick I was trying to prevent other people from doing. Don't buy the figures to only get one good card.
Save your money, be adults, use it for responsibility, unless you do want to buy a booster box.
What,
But
what I would like to say is I'm a first gener even though I didn't grow up playing the game. I knew what Pokemon was. I didn't even know. I knew there was a game for it when I got my first GameStop. Uh, it was that game. It was kind of like your home. You know how Walmart releases those holiday books you can look through the toys and everything? That's what
I
I
like an
did
old
for
fashioned.
GameStop.
Yeah, it's a Game Informer.
Because I remember when I first saw it, it was the re-release of Fire Red and Leaf Green.
That's actually my very first game, Leaf Green. Pokemon.
It,
I didn't start off with the red and blue because at the time I think I was really young. Or no, I was born 1998. The game came out like in 1996. I was a young, really young
yeah.
to understand. But later on, when I grew up, and when third generation was around, when Sapphire and Ruby was out, they also released the remakes of the original. That's what they call it, Fire Red and Leaf Green. I got Leaf Green, and that was my very first Pokemon game, and I loved that thing.
That's the
I
thing.
I would
I
I would
prefer the original how you used to play it. You didn't have to do the IVs or nature. You just raised them up to level 100 and took out your opponent with blazing strength.
yeah me I like I mean I liked back then too because I would just get some awesome things and boost it up. So I kind of do like competitive. I'm a really competitive person. I like winning. I like the good competition. Like I like a intense battle. It just fuels me with enjoyment, and entertainment. I EV train to get the best Pokemon I can, so I can crush my opponents. But also sometimes, trust me, I don't know. But I recently played Sun and Moon because I got perfect team. I was playing. I finally got the stuff I needed to actually perfect. I played online. Oh God! If you ever fight somebody, well, I don't know if this is international, but if you fight from somebody from Japan, just be ready. They're pros. They're gonna kick your butts. They're tough. They're not easy to beat. Anybody I fought from Japan was a hard fight, and most of the time I lost. Sometimes I won, but it's hard.
So, people,
I mean, seriously,
this is my recommendation to anyone who's playing Pokemon. If you're playing with your friend and you lose, all you have to do is smack the 3DS into the face.
or
Um,
no, be like Kaiba. I take your 3DS and break it in half. There you go.
anyone international? Before you lose, disconnect.
That
Keep
happened
your
to me.
dignity.
Happened to me. Like I will be battling somebody, I'm like winning. All of a sudden, your connection has been lost, and this texts me. I'm like, what happened? The person quit. Dang it! Like I'm so close. I was gonna win, and he quit. Oh, I stunned. No, not really. I only did it one time because I actually had to get off because I was actually gonna do something else. So I had to disconnect. I was in the middle of battle, so I had to disconnect. But usually what I do is I fight to the end. Even though if I'm getting my butt whooped, I try anything because you never know. It's like Yu-Gi-Oh! You never know. That last card that you draw might be the game changer. And for Pokemon, it might be that last attack that missed, and then you knock his Pokemon, and somehow now you have the advantage.
Actually,
So that's why I keep fighting. I don't give up. I keep fighting.
so I'm looking. The only I'm not sure if I want to do this because it's around $34 and it's a dead card game. It's Kaijudo Quest for the Gauntlet, but people watching this. For anyone, they have this card that just caught my eye. It looks amazing. It's called General Dorzim. Dorzim. And it says very rare. Quest for the Gauntlet series. And it looks amazing. It looks like something out of Deviant Art. Like if Utopia had a like divine form, it would be this.
Elemental Heroes is the only main character that actually has a divine form, like like a god. Because I know Stardust Dragon has Quasar, but that's not like a god.
Just
That looks
press.
cool.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. So, people, if you want to see this, support. Because I'm not sure if I want to spend $34 on this. I might just go for something that is out of that series and buy that card single, because the single card is actually pretty cheap. It's like around $1, but I'm pretty sure I could go and find it somewhere else for cheaper than that. But I just want that card itself because it looks pretty cool.
It looks like Honest, but on steroid.
Yeah, if anyone knows that, that's a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Me of another dead game, Dinosaur King. They had a card
Dinosaur
game.
King. What? I'm not gonna continue that. Um, yeah, Dinosaur King was a great series.
I had the card game actually. And I think it was on Netflix too. I think it was. I think it might still be. I'm not for sure. Dinosaur King card games. I had the card game. That was quite interesting. I wanted to play it, but sadly, I don't know what happened to my cards. They're gone. They're just I don't know where they went.
So there's there's one problem, people. Um, this I just went through every page in eBay, and I have only been able to find one copy of this card on eBay.
Only one copy?
That explains why it says very rare in the title. Or very fake.
Very fake or very rare. It's
I
your
bet.
risk.
Well, Troll and Toad has it, but it's Troll and Toad, so I should be able to trust them, even though it's super expensive over there. It's almost $40. I mean, $4.
$4 on Toronto?
Yeah.
Not value it.
Dinosaur King was amazing, using dinosaurs as your living creatures of doom.
It's basically like the card version of Fossil Fighters. How you revive fossils and you turn them back into dinosaurs and you fight against each other.
I think the audience is too young to know any of that. Just joking, people.
Now, if Fossil Fighters was actually a card game, now that would be pretty cool because I played the very first Fossil Fighter game and I liked the mechanic. I liked how it worked. It was pretty cool. It's basically like Bakugan in a way. How you had 3 dinosaurs, those were like your main creatures. How like Bakugan had be 3 Bakugan, and then your dinosaurs like have special abilities that happen, like when they attack other creatures that have different abilities. There's legendaries too in Fossil Fighter. The very first game, because I haven't played the other games, I only played the first one. They had the legendary ice dinosaur and the legendary fire dinosaur. You have to choose which one you want, and also the game's really fun if you guys haven't played it. I lost my game. I have no idea where I went. I'm saddened about that.
Wait, for Fossil Fighters?
I lost the game. I have the case, but I don't know where I put the game. I lost it somewhere. It's somewhere in my room, I think. Hopefully it's in my room.
Alright. So I'll be right back, so just keep talking. Let me check if this thing is actually still recording. Yes, it's still recording.
It's still recording. You guys can still see us. Anyways, not see us, but hear us. Well, that would be creepy if you guys can see us, but anyways, yeah, Fossil Fighters was a great game. They had 2 legendaries, like Pokemon. You get to choose which one, and also Fossil Fighters chose, like, you can choose how the game ends. There's, like, 2 different endings. Like, it's pretty good. I like it. I haven't played the new ones, though. The new ones I haven't played at all. I wanted them when they came out, but, never got the chance. Starting to get pretty tired. I think a Pokemon used Drowsy on me. Oh no, it's Hypno. He's gonna take me to the forest. I'll never be seen again. Oh, wow. Oh, yes. Still waiting for my booster box segment. But don't worry, it's coming. I will get you Code of the Duelist booster box opening once I get my cards. Like I talked about earlier, 13 crowns. plan on building that too. And look who came back. He's back from the grave.
Yes, Random Victory just got more funds.
I activated Call the Haunted. Bring back Random Victory. Now, I use them as XYZ material.
Oh, great.
Oh, great.
So right now, people of the internet, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I will be buying dead card games.
We will both be playing dead card games.
Yes.
What
should, because I'm not sure if I should go and buy a starter deck, or I should just buy a random set of their, like a set premium box or something random out of their whole thing.
I'd rather buy like a starter deck to get me off. Like any deck in general.
Because there's also this. Who else is gonna buy this?
No one. Well, maybe some people.
Exactly. That's the one problem. I'm just gonna have it there in my room as a collection and a memento of my suffering.
The game up again, and people start buying stuff because we're playing it and showing gameplay.
Alright, I'll buy a starter deck so we can both. If you people want more, leave a like. That shows us if you want to see more. And I should probably be saying this when I'm opening these kind of things, because this thing is already an hour-long video, and I doubt people stay that long.
I know.
Attention spans of these millennials is too short.
Here right now, that heard us talk for this long. Like us so we can do these videos for you guys.
Yeah, and what you
I
heard.
I just do Yu-Gi-Oh on my channel, but I will help us Random Victory so we can do Forgotten Games, because I have Bakugan, so we can do the Bakugan thing because I have tons. He gets like that, and he can teach me how to play because I have no idea how to play it.
Yeah, so this is how the series is gonna go. Anyone who's stayed this long, good for you. Claps go all around. I'm not gonna edit that in because I'm too lazy. I didn't clap sounds in the back. I'll put the snaff sound when you beat a level, beat a day. Yeah, you survive another day.
No, it's gonna be like Five Nights at Freddy's when you survive the night. Like, yay! Then you hear the clock turn.
Like, yay, my suffering continues.
Wait, I got a perfect idea. Alright, this is what we're gonna do for the people who stayed this long. This is what I'm gonna do.
So, first game, it doesn't have to be card games. So, first game, it's gonna be... Actually, there's another series I haven't continued, and that's Memory Lane. Memorabilia games, video games. I should probably eventually go back to that. But there's a reason I haven't played any more Pokemon or any Nintendo game on my channel anymore. Because Nintendo has been stingy and removed every game from MU Paradise where we would buy the ROMs. That includes any Nintendo licensed game. So if you were lucky to still have those copies, good for you. And I hate you because I don't have them now.
I don't think I can find it.
Yeah, and except getting them for free, now I'm going to be spending more money online to buy those games for your entertainment for me failing. Or I might just get them from Frame Perfect because he has those. He has Nintendo games, so he should have some. So, you heard it. So this is how the series is going to go. First episode of the Forgotten series is going to be Pogs. That's a super old game, but these Pogs are from Mexico, and for some reason they have key producing them for some reason. And from that, I was thinking Chaotic, Redakai, Kaijudo, or after Chaotic, Bakugan, Redakai, and Kaijudo. Not sure, but I know it's gonna be like that. Kaijudo is gonna be the last one. Redakai, Bakugan maybe third, Chaotic and Pogs, and whatever comes after if I figure out more.
Hey, RandomVictory, I got a good idea. Whenever we do podcasts this manga, we say, "Oh, if you got the people who made it this far, we play that sound."
Yay!
Ding dong ding! Yay! You made it this far. Congrats! Achievement unlocked. You have patience.
10 out of 10. Oh yeah, and for people that want merch, I don't have any. Or maybe I do. Nah. I think I do, but I don't like posting it because it makes me feel weird if I post it. Like my logo was all made when I was still in high school, and that was a few months ago. So, yeah, I was a digital communications class, and that's what we did. We did designs and RandomVictory. That's how it came to be. This final artwork. That's how some beautiful, clean artwork. That's how it came to be. And also because I got yelled at because I had way more on the picture, and then my teacher said, remove, keep.
Actually, I like your logo. It's beautiful.
Here, Mr. Moore removed everything except for the main letter.
It's majestic.
Oh, and expect more Juan Mays. People that make it this far, expect Juan Mays videos to come.
I'm thinking about doing a sketch, guys, too. I'm still working on it. A Yu-Gi-Oh sketch.
I have so many sketches. It's just all the people you see in my vlogs, they're actually hired actors. I actually have no friends. Star Duelist, I'm actually paying him $100 a minute. He's actually getting rich right now. I actually have no friends. I'm completely lonely. As you can see, all those guys were hired. Yay! I feel worse inside. Oh.
Yeah, I'm getting paid more than one cent an hour. Yay! This is the stuff we're talking about that we will have on Live Stream.
Yeah, but for all the people, the thing is, our rooms are pretty messy. Or pretty small to do anything.
Yeah, we're teenage boys, so of course our room's gonna be messy. Girl room is, but I know teenage boys. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be messy.
Yeah, so what I want to do is remove the original desk that was for this channel that I used for openings since the beginning. If you go back for my Force of Will box opening, you'll probably see it there. That's the original desk. And then I've changed it, and it's like a table out of Japan. I literally have to knee down to open anything, and it hurts my knees. So I want to remove some stuff. That's why some of the things that I say in videos won't always happen right away. They take time because I need space. So I'm removing that desk so I can add a shelf where I can put all the pop figures we open in this channel. More Boku I was about to say more Boku no Pico pop figures. And no, there's no such thing. Don't look that up. Please don't look it up. I don't want your parents yelling at me afterwards. Please.
And there's gonna be booster boxes.
Yeah, we're still thinking about the booster boxes because you have to think we're spending money on dead card games. And there's no money coming out of dead. I mean, literally, it has dead in the name. It's dead. I mean, I can't use Call of Haunted, bring it back, but then the thing would skyrocket back to 69 bucks. So that's what I'm doing. I'm removing some stuff so I can put a shelf, show off everything. Yeah, I show off, not really. Take that out, put the paw figures up there, my Boku no Hero, or in English, My Hero Academia paw figures. Over 50 bucks for all this set. Great. Good thing we got the funds, you know. Yay. I feel so happy inside. And then, oh, please don't tell me I'm going to become the next PewDiePie. Being targeted by Wall Street Journal. This guy's actually secretly plotting to conquer the U.S. with stupidity or something. Well, that's the plan. Removing some stuff, putting it on the shelf, and showing it off. So everyone, see the collection, see throughout the years of this channel.
Yep.
And the suffering.
I'm thinking about doing showing off my collection too.
And because I have a horrible memory when it comes to a lot of stuff, I'm actually going to be making a list. It's a list. A list of these card games. Or games. Pogs. That's not the title. The title is Dead. Pogs. Chaotic. Bakugan. Don't remember how to spell that. Bakugan. What was it? Redakai.
Jojo. I already said it wrong. I can't say things right.
Judo.
Yep.
Dinosaur King. And yeah, I think that's the only card games we know that still.
Duel Masters.
I think Duel Masters is gonna be an expensive card game.
Not really. On Walmart, it's actually pretty cheap. Only $15.99 for a deck for 2 people for starter. At Walmart. Even though you don't see it at Walmart anymore. You can buy it online.
True.
Yay!
So what we might do. So the reason I don't want to just release it is because I want to do like a little bit of history on it. Add some facts. Add the reason why it died. Well, of course, the main reason is that Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon have been going for years. Since the 90s.
Die sooner or later, but they're still going strong.
As long as they keep Ash immortal, I don't think it's gonna die anytime soon.
He's probably 10 for the rest of his life.
Until they were like, oh, Earth doesn't have this many continents. Or they run out of space.
Another thing, you know how they do Christmas specials sometimes and Halloween specials? They don't even have his birthday. Like, they don't celebrate each other's birthday.
They did once. They said 1 year after. But, that was the only mentioned of 1 year. And it was probably a mistranslation.
Ten forever.
Alright.
Never going anywhere.
I just found a new Duel Masters 2-player starter deck. Adding that to watch list. And whenever we get to it, then that's when it happens. Dinosaur King, Duel Monster. Duel Masters, not Duel Monsters. Duel Masters.
Right.
And
they call it Dual Monster.
just expect this series eventually.
It will come.
Because if I'm gonna make this professional, I have to search the reason why these games died.
And how they died.
Yeah. Chaotic.
Let's say people didn't buy much of the stuff, then that's the reason why it died. Or the anime series finished, and that's why it died. Or like if the main producers just decided that they want to work on a different game, and they just killed it.
Because Pokemon still same main character, and it keeps going because they keep making new regions. That's why it hasn't died. And also because it's very popular with all the kids. And then Yu-Gi-Oh! Every new anime, every new cards, every new set, and then new strategies. Like now you have Link monsters. I don't know what they could add anymore.
I don't know. They can surprise us every once in a while. But did you know, RandomVictory? I saw this a long time ago. Pokemon, they were just planning to do one region. They weren't even planning to go. No, I think they were planning to do Johto, but that was going to be it. Johto was going to be the last thing. But then they decided to go on and do more. It was ended in the Johto region. Johto would have been the last Pokemon ever. But then they decided to continue it.
Well, I can see that happening. They thought, well, this thing is never going to become great. Yeah. Beating your creatures to near death to capture them. Yeah, think that next time you're playing a Pokemon game. I'm beating them to torture. Mom, is this animal cruelty? No, it's a video game. Every parent's gonna get that now. Mom, is this considered animal cruelty? No, if they're not screaming. Oh great, now I can't become president.
If they're not screaming or
if your victims aren't screaming, it doesn't mean they're in pain. No, that just means they're dead. I didn't say nothing.
No, they're just dead. They're just sleeping. That's all it is. They're just sleeping there nice and steadily. Not like blood is leaking out and their bones are broken or anything like that. What was earthquake. Oh yeah. Did you hear about the earthquake that happened? Where? Oh, I heard it. An animal caused it. Dang those animals! Your family also a big gigantic surface happening. Oh no, it's a tsunami! A couple hours later, two trainers challenge each other to a battle. One of them sends out a whale lord.
Yup.
Taskers. Oh yeah, you also got the bad guys too that want to destroy the world. Imagine there's no one good to stop them. They're like, oh look, they're government officials. They're trying to destroy the world. Well, they're government. We can't do nothing about it. End of the world. Oh, Groudon's gonna burn everyone to a crisp. Time to get my 10 on.
Alright, I think... Give me a sec.
Alright, is it still recording? Can they still
Yeah, it is.
Hey guys, you're gonna be with me again. Oh yeah. Wait, let me play my most signature thing, guys. You're with me. This is what you guys deserve. You guys deserve the most best of best. Alright? Ready, guys? This is what it's gonna be. You survived this long. Gotta do it. Alright? Ready? You ready? You ready? Yay! You made it. Well, right now when we're recording this, it's 9:10 p.m. You made it. How about this? Effect. I don't know what this is actually. Let's play this. I don't know what this is. Pretty tune. Okay, that tune is scary. Tell you honestly, I played this game once. I. Oh yeah, people are just listening. Wait, let me find that. Trust me. I don't know if you guys played it, but I played it. It's really terrifying. This one? Yep. This is pretty terrifying to hear. I would not like to be in an old-fashioned, like Chuck E. Cheese and hear this playing, even though the place is abandoned.
I recommend don't to play that anymore.
No, it's terrifying. You don't want mechanics to come and kill you. This is creepy. Just creepy. If this starts playing like in an abandoned factory or anything, where they make animatronic, I'm gonna cry myself. Actually, why would I want to be in that abandoned factory at the middle of the night? What's the reason?
Well, that's your thing, not mine.
Nope, not today. Eric, in this podcast, we just have it, we're talking all normal. Also, play something really loud for the people that have headphones on. They're like, ah, get me out of my head! Headphones. I hate those ones too. You're just watching something so peaceful. All of a sudden, something screams in your headphones, so you just gotta take it off. Oh, you're back. Who revived you this time? I thought I sent you to the graveyard with my explosive materials effect. But here, this one use Monster Reborn.
I think this is all for today.
Alright, guys. Don't forget to like, also subscribe to our channel to see more content like we were talking about. Live streams. For me, of course, I'll be updating you guys on new cards for Yu-Gi-Oh! Brains or the new series that are coming out with my new structure deck. Well, not structure deck, new starter deck, not starter deck. New deck in general. My bad. I kept on saying other stuff. And yeah, I will be opening some new products too, so don't forget to do that. So subscribe for more content. Bye, guys.
Yep.